Hey guys, so I'm going to do a get ready with me video today, and I went back to Target yesterday and bought some more SheaMoisture eyeshadows. So I bought two more colors and I'm going to use those in today's video, so this will be the first time that I see them on too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in yesterday's video it was my April favorites, and I purchased some SheaMoisture eyeshadows and a palette, and I love these, and they must have reformulated them at some point because I bought a couple. I bought like 3 or 4 I think when they first came out, and I didn't like them, and I repurchased some more, and completely different product now. So if you see those at Target or you want to try them, you can get them either at select Targets, on Target's website, or on Ulta's website are the different places you can find them. So I'm going to incorporate that into today's Get Ready With Me video. Now, in order to expedite the process, I have applied a few products, so I'll just show you what those things are that I already have on. I moisturized my lips with Milani Moisture Lock Lip Treatment Oil. This is the pomegranate one, and it's almost gone, but I still have the coconut one that I'm going to use when that's gone. Then I put e.l.f. Eye Refresh. This is just a roller ball. I just roll that under my eyes for some added moisture to help with my dark circles. Then I used e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer to prime my face before foundation. Then I used Femme Couture Get Flawless Skin Tone Corrector in pink, and this is my under eye dark circle corrector that I use, and you can find this at Sally Beauty Supply. And then my foundation is Tarte Double Duty Beauty Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation, and my shade is light neutral. And this is a cream foundation, and it looks like it would be too yellow for me, but when it's blended in, it's actually not. It's pretty good in a way because it helps tone down the pink in my skin and gives me a little bit more, it's like a neutralizing effect. And then because my dark circles have been super bad lately, between allergies, lack of sleep, I've been having some real problems with insomnia, and I just lay awake at night trying to be asleep, and I can't. There's a million different reasons why, but I'm not going to go into that. So because of that, I also used a concealer. I used Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer in Fair. And this works pretty well. So I have a little bit of that on. All right, so let's take it from there. I skipped over all those products because to me, the most interesting part of watching someone do makeup is like blush, eyeshadow, lips. Those are the things that appeal to me, so hopefully those are the things that appeal to you too. All right, the next step would be contouring my face. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and this is the light palette. This powder right here is called Java, and that's what I use to contour my face. I use a Real Techniques sculpting brush. This used to be part of a limited edition set, but they now sell it separately. Thank goodness, because if anything ever happened to this, I would most definitely want to repurchase it. Of all the brushes that I've used for contouring, this is by far the best one in my opinion. All right, so let's put a little bit of that on my brush, and I'm just going to go right like in that contour line. So I start off by almost like drawing a line, then I tilt the brush the other way and blend it in. And that's just going to diffuse that line. So that's what I'm going to end up with. For those of you that don't contour your face, don't be intimidated by contouring, because once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. So like that, and then turn the brush sideways and blend. If you want to make your face look a little bit slimmer, this is definitely going to do that. Okay, this side is a little bit heavier. So I'm going to go back on the other side and just take whatever's left on my brush, just so that they're even. There we go. Okay, for blush today, I'm going to use Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre Blush in a Purple Haze. I've read some bad reviews on these, and I don't think they deserve it, these new Wet n Wild blushes. I happen to really like this one because it reminds me a lot of a limited edition product that I have. I try not to use limited edition products too much because, you know, when I'm watching a video and somebody uses a limited edition product, it bugs me because it's like, what if I want to use that same product and I can't get it? So anyway, this reminds me of a limited edition blush by MAC called Azalea Blossom, and it was from a spring limited edition collection years back, but it's very similar to this. The pink side of this, it's a little bit deeper of a pink, but it's pretty close. So I'm going to use a Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just going to swirl my brush in this whole thing so that I can pick up the pink and the purple together. And I'm going to place that right above that contour. Just going to buff that in the same motion. So that's just going to give me like a pinky purpley type effect. I really like this blush, and I don't think there's anything else on the market right now at any price point that is similar to it. I like that a lot. All right, and for a highlighter today, I'm going to use Benefit High Beam. And this is a liquid highlighter, but again, don't be intimidated by liquid highlighters. They can really give you a nice effect, and if it's a good quality product, it won't be difficult to apply and it won't be difficult to blend in. I know there are some liquid highlighters on the market that are difficult to blend in, but this has been around forever and it's a really good one. So what I do is I just take 3 drops right across the top of my cheekbone like that, and then I just blend it in with my fingers. So this is just going to give me a subtle glow. Just like that. So that's Benefit High Beam. And I would describe this as a warm, pearly pink product. Okay, now we can move on to the eyes. And like I was saying yesterday, when I prime my eyes now, I'm going right for that MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It's a neutral nude shade that looks good with anything that you want to put over it. So I'm just going to pop some of that right on the entire eye area. And that's just going to cover up any discoloration or veining that I have going on. And it also just makes the eyeshadows apply more easily. One thing I don't like about traditional eyeshadow primers is they're normally too dry. And then it makes it hard to put the eyeshadows on top, I think. So this is sort of creamy. So I feel like they go on better. But this goes on creamy, but then it will set a little bit drier, and it sets so fast that you don't even have to sit around waiting. Alright, now we are going to move on to my favorite part, which is the eyeshadows. So just in case you didn't see yesterday's video, this is my SheaMoisture palette. And you can put anything you want in here. The magnet is really strong. And it will fit 20 of the SheaMoisture eyeshadows. My hands are a little bit moist from handling all these different products, so. Alright, so the two additional, if you didn't see yesterday's video, I showed you 2 other eyeshadows in that video, and there's lots of information in that video about these products that I'm about to use right now. So I bought 2 more. I got Casandra, which is one of the ones that I had before, and this is not even like the same thing. I bought the same eyeshadow 2 years ago, didn't like it, returned it, and now they changed the formula, and this is so nice. So it's like a it's like a neutral pink, I would say. So I'm gonna use that. And I also bought Ametrine. I hope that's how you say it. Ametrine. Yeah, I would say Ametrine. And this is I'm going to say a neutral purple. It maybe leans a little cool, but because it's a darker color, that would, to me, would make it more neutral. So these eyeshadows are huge, and they're $6 a piece. Alright, so this is light enough. Let me swatch this for you so you can just see. This is light enough that I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that over the entire eye area to start. And I'm going to use my finger. And it's got like a shimmery sheen type effect to it. So I started off by putting it on the lids, then I'm going to go like the halfway point of the brow and work it outward. And then I'm just going to pop some right in that inner corner, just like that. I feel like when you do an inner corner highlight, it's so much easier to use your finger because you can get right in there and make it perfectly even. All right, let's do the other eye. So I'm going to start with the lid. And then do the brow bone highlight. And then the inner corner. Okay. So then I'm going to take the Ametrine, and for a brush, I'm just going to use this e.l.f. contour brush to do the contour portion of my eye. So I haven't used this before, so I'm not going to put too much product on to start with because I don't really know how pigmented it's going to be. Oh, you know what? I didn't swatch that one for you. So it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous purple. Yeah, I would say that's pretty neutral. So I'm going right in that contour area. Or crease area, I should say. I like to take my time with this because if you try to put too much product on the brush right away or go too fast. It's difficult to clean up your mistakes. Okay, then what I like to do is I like to take a small pencil brush. This one is by Zoeva. It's part of the On Taupe collection. And I like to put a little bit of that darkest color right along the lower lash line. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna go in and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just did the same thing to the other eye that I did to the first one. Now I'm gonna use Essence Smoky 2-in-1 Kohl Liner. And I love to use kohl liners because they're so easy to use, because the way I use eyeliner is always tight line and waterline. And that's the easiest type of liner to use when that's the type of eyeliner that you do. I haven't been wearing my false lashes lately because my allergies. I'm trying to do or not do anything that I can to not aggravate my allergies. So I'm not doing false lashes. I'm not wearing any perfume because the pollen is crazy right now. Although it's been raining the last few days, so you would think the pollen count would be low because of that, but it hasn't been. Okay, this one needs just a tiny little bit more. I'm going to try to make it as even as possible. All right, that's better. Now that one doesn't have as much. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is mascara, and this is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And I think that one of the biggest reasons why I like this is this wand is very, very thin, very, very long, and I don't know, works really well with my lashes. If you start with your lower lashes, you won't get as much transfer with the top lashes. Something about the way that you look in the mirror. I don't know. It just that's what I have found. Yeah, I love this mascara. I do like trying new things though too. So if you see me using other things, it's because either I bought something and I don't want to waste it, or I'm testing out something new. But this is This is a classic. I hope they never stop making this because it is getting a little harder to find this because the stores only have so much shelf space, you know? Alright, so the only thing left to do is the brows. And like I talked about in my favorites yesterday, the LA Colors I Heart Makeup Brow Kit. This is light to medium. I love this. So what I do, or what I have been doing, there's so many ways you can use this kit. It works in a lot of different ways, but what I've been doing lately is taking this wing liner brush by Zoeva, and this is from the On Taupe collection. My friend June sent me that collection. You can't get it in the United States, I don't think, unless you order from their website, but then there's international shipping and whatnot. But anyways, so I take the darkest brow powder in here, which is this one, and put some on the brush. And then I go right across the top. Now it's going to look crazy at first, but I'll show you what I do next. And then I go across the bottom, and then I do a line right sort of through the middle of all that. And then I go up and down at the front part. Then I take a full-size spoolie. This is from e.l.f. It's part of their $1 line. And I brush everything in upward motions right across. Then I take the small spoolie that comes with the kit and I put some of this wax right here. You can see I'm hitting pan on that wax, and I don't think you can buy LA Colors brow wax on its own. I'll have to look into that because obviously I'm not going to buy this kit all over again just for 2 products because I don't, 3 products. Because I only use 3 things in this kit, but the brush I can just keep, so really I only need 2. So I put some of that wax on here, and then I just brush that through. Like that. Now I can see that there's still like some empty space there, so then I just go back to the brush I was using before by Zoeva, pick up a little bit more of the powder, and just kind of add that in. I like a really full defined brow. I think it really just makes your makeup look done. Gotta pop a little bit more in there towards the beginning. There we go. Alright, so I did the other one, and now we will move on to the lips. For our lip pencil today, I'm going to use MAC In Sync lip pencil. This was limited edition at one time, but I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure this is part of the permanent line now, and this is sort of a unusual color as lip pencils go because it's a really light, warm pink. But it also has like a brightness to it. It's light and bright at the same time. So that's what I'm going to use on my lips today. I'm going to go grab my pencil sharpener and sharpen the pencil, and then I'll be right back. Yeah, if I haven't used a lip pencil in a long time and it's the kind that you sharpen, I will usually sharpen it whether it needs to be or not. Just for sanitary reasons, it's a good idea. And it seems to always make it work better too if you have a freshly sharpened pencil. When you've got that nice point to it, it's just gonna work a little bit better. So this is In Sync Lip Pencil by MAC. Okay, this is a really light color, and the lipstick that I'm going to use is a light color too, so I'm definitely going to fill in my lips to try to give that lipstick some kind of a base. Otherwise, too much of my lip color will show through, and then you won't even be able to see the true color of the lipstick. So let's fill that in. When I do the bottom lip, I sort of turn the pencil sideways and try to utilize as much space on the pencil as possible. Okay, so that covered up a lot of my natural lip color by using that. Yeah, if you're going to use a light colored lipstick, it's just not going to show its true color unless you fill in your lips. This is NYX Round Lipstick in Harmonica. It's a very light pink. I love the formula of these lipsticks. They're becoming increasingly more difficult to find because, as you know, NYX has like a million lip products out there now. So I think that what a lot of the stores are doing is they're pulling this particular line of lipstick from the shelves to make way for the new stuff, which is a shame because I love these and they're really inexpensive too. So this is Harmonica. It's a really, really light pink. All right, so let's see if we can get that to show up. I like pink and purple together, and where I did the pink and purple on my eyes, I thought that the light pink lips would correspond well with that. And then the purple blush, pink highlight, and these colors just scream spring to me. So that is the finished look, and a little outside my comfort zone now. I used to do colors like this all the time, but yeah, I don't wear these colors as much anymore. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do my bronzer. So let's just pop a little bit of bronzer on at the end. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and it's in the shade Light, and it is extremely, extremely light. So anybody who doesn't feel comfortable wearing bronzer because they have really light skin, this is a really good option. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques. I believe this is their blush brush, but I think this is much better for bronzer than it would be blush because, I mean, can you imagine how much blush you would be applying? I don't like to use that much blush. So I'm just gonna put some of that on my brush, and I'm gonna go right around the perimeter of my face. And you can be very liberal with this because it's not that pigmented. Can you hear that helicopter going right over my house? Right along the jawline. Ah! Yeah, I've been trying to get into the habit of using bronzer because it definitely brings like a little bit of life to your face. Alright, so that's today's Get Ready With Me video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.